What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Thursday, April 3rd, and we have 6 NBA games to talk about today. Yesterday, we went 2-3, and we hated the card, and we're almost profitable. So, if the Clippers would have got there at the end of the night, we would have had a 3-2 night, and we would have made some money on a card that we hated. So, all good there for the most part. Like I said, most times that I hate a card like that, I'm not even putting out substantial money on it. So 2-3 is fine on a night like that where everything is double-digit spreads and we're towards the end of the season where anything can happen. Just bet light, bet appropriately. Tonight, similar situation. 6 games. We got a couple back-to-backs, a couple double-digit spreads. So we're going to pick our spots. First game up, we have the Milwaukee Bucks at the 76ers. 76ers are 12-point home underdogs. And I'm going to bet the Bucks here. I've seen 11.5. I'm going to try to find that. Fade the Sixers for the rest of the season. They're not really playing for anything. They're making sure their draft pick is high. We know that Damian Lillard's out. AJ Green's still in the report. Giannis is still in the report. But he's probable. Everybody, they got 9 people on the report for the 76ers. So no clue who's going to play. You just know it's going to be a second string squad. So Milwaukee, minus 11.5, minus 12. We have Orlando and Washington. Wizards are home underdogs, 14.5 points. They won yesterday. They won yesterday for no reason against the Kings, who are pretty much on my shit list. Kings should have won that game, but they lost it outright. So competing for a playoff spot, losing to the Wizards, that's not a good look. Meanwhile, the Magic just beat the San Antonio Spurs by 11 points on Monday or Tuesday. They lost to the Clippers the day before that, and they blew out the Kings the day before that, or the game before that. So not playing too bad. That Clippers one is one that they probably should have had. It was a home game. But now back on the road facing this Magic squad. They should beat them. Magic are coming off of Washington Wizards are coming off a back-to-back. But I don't trust the spread. Sometimes Washington wants to compete. Sometimes they don't. They're not going to get me tonight. So staying off that one. Miami and Memphis. This game, TNT game, Miami is 4.5 point home underdogs to a Memphis team that has lost 8 out of the last 10 games. They fired their coach somewhere in the middle of that, and they continue to lose. So I don't think people even really know why he was fired. I think there's some rumors out there. I know there's some talking heads talking about the reasons that they've heard, but it seems like a unwarranted, out of the blue type of thing to do with 15 games left in your season and you're in a playoff spot. So not really sure what's going on over there. So I would kind of lean the Heat at home, even though they're on a back-to-back. We're getting 4.5 points. So expecting the Memphis Grizzlies to win by 5 when they haven't won. And Miami has revenge from the middle of March. So I would lean on Miami in this spot. Miami plus the 4.5. Portland and Toronto, both these teams aren't playing for anything. I believe they've both been eliminated in their respective conferences. Toronto eliminated. Portland not mathematically eliminated yet. There is 6 more games in the season for them, and there is a chance that they can catch the Kings. It's technically a chance that the Spurs can catch the Kings too, but mathematically they're not eliminated. So basically I would say lean on them for that. They have been competing recently, 5-5 against the spread. They have lost 4 out of their last 5. They only beat the Hawks in their last game, losing to the Knicks, the Kings, the Cavs, and the Celtics in that time period. Of course, the Kings is the only game or only team I don't like in there because they're on my shit list from last night. But every other team is a notable good team, so it's not a terrible stretch. And before that, they just beat Denver, Memphis, Washington, and Toronto as well. So they've already shown that they can beat Toronto this year. Toronto was laying, oh no, the Blazers were laying 7 in that spot, so they did not cover, but they won. So now they're laying a shorter number. I would still lean on them here. Toronto, like I said, eliminated. Toronto has been one of the best cover teams this year, but so has Portland. Portland's at 42-33. Toronto's at 46-29. So there's a 4-game difference there. Lean on Portland. They got more to play for, but I don't think I'll get there with this game. Minnesota and Brooklyn. I would kind of lean Brooklyn at home with this spread. Minnesota, I think their last game was that Denver game. Yeah, big win, big overtime, double overtime win against Denver. They swept the season series. Still got a couple players out for that fight, I believe. But I think they can still win this game pretty, not pretty easily, but they should come out the victor by the end. Brooklyn's just been competing in these types of spots. So 41-34 against the spread versus Minnesota, who's 36-39 against the spread this year. So Brooklyn is the better cover team, and we're getting over 10 points. That's the side I should be on. That's the side that I'm going to bet. So against this Minnesota team, Brooklyn plus 13.5. And last game up, probably the best game of the night, Golden State and Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are home favorites, 1.5 points. Totals at 228. I think this should be a high-scoring game. I think that at least Golden State is not going to come out with the idea that we have to lock down LeBron, we have to lock down Luka. I think it's going to be coming out and scoring to punch him in the mouth quickly and then try to keep him at bay. So it's going to be on the Lakers, in my opinion, to keep up with the Warriors scoring. That's the way I'm thinking that the game's going to go. I've been wrong about these things before, but I like the over, and I would almost lean to the Lakers at home in this spot. Lakers just moved up to the 3 seed in the Western Conference, right over the Denver Nuggets, and they are 2 games above the Golden State Warriors. So the scenario is, hypothetically speaking, if the Timberwolves lose tonight, they drop to the 7th seed, so they would now be in the play-in tournament. So we don't see them losing, so we'll give them a win. They'll stay in the 6th. If Golden State wins, they'll stay where they are. If they lose, they might drop to the 6th, and Timberwolves might move up to the 5, depending on the tiebreaker between those 2 teams. If Golden State beats the Lakers are going to move to the 4, Denver's going to move back up to the 3, and if everything holds, Lakers and the Warriors will play each other in the first round of the playoffs, which I don't think that's what we the people or the NBA really want. So we'll see what happens. I think the Lakers are going to pull this one out here, but I do like the over. So that's where I'm going to be. Those are my picks. I am going to go over in the Lakers and Golden State game. I am going to lean Brooklyn with 13.5 points, and I'm going to lean not Philly. I'm going to lean Milwaukee minus 12. And like I said, I think Miami should be able to cover this 4.5, but they are at a back-to-back, so that's not my favorite. So I know that's 5. If I had to pick my favorite 3, it'll be Milwaukee minus 12, Brooklyn plus 13, and the over 228 in the Lakers and Warriors game. So lock those in. Let's get this money. We'll be back tomorrow to talk some more NBA. I'll see you then.